We often wait for the storm to pass. But what if the storm was never meant to leave? Imagine being a 5-year-old standing in front of your door with a key in your hand, too afraid to go inside. Inside, it's dark. Your mother is in the hospital fighting stage 2 cancer. And your father is trying to manage everything with an honest government servant salary. And you are just trying to make sense out of this terrible world. That 5-year-old was me, sitting on the balcony, watching ants move in line. Their pace was slow, but my heart beat a million times faster. At 5, you should be probably afraid of monsters under your bed, not the silence of an empty home. Fast forward to my 20s. I dedicated 4 years of my life to my Everest, UPSC. I gave everything, 8 to 10 hours a day, sacrificing time, energy, relationships. 3 attempts, and I was painfully close. Just 0.67 marks. Now imagine working for 4 years, pouring every drop of whatever you have into something only to fall short by less than 1 mark. The ground beneath me had crumbled. And now, imagine having someone who made every struggle bearable. For 5 years, she was my girlfriend. Now imagine that light flickering out. Imagine not being able to hold her hand while she was in hospital full of tubes and wires. Her lungs collapsing due to chronic pneumonia. The one person who made everything better was gone. And it wasn't just her loss. Life had tested me time and again. My mother, sister, and I had moved to Bhopal for higher studies, and my father was left alone in a place where he was posted. Hearing his loneliness during the late night calls were heartbreaking. Not getting into my dream college after my 12th was another blow. But a bigger test was moving to Bombay, where wealth, sophistication, and appearances mattered more than who you truly were. I felt small and lost my confidence countless number of times. There were physical battles too. Hernia surgery, kidney stone surgery, ACL surgeries in both my legs. My body kept on breaking. But somehow I kept moving. Despite all these struggles, thinking they were insignificant compared to the true losses, I moved on. But after my girlfriend's demise, I broke down 1,000 times. I cried. I visited counselors and therapists who said I was in depression. It felt like a hole sucking me in, and no one was trying to get to me to pull me out. I questioned life 1,000 times. How could something so random happen to a 26-year-old who was healthy and fit within 15 days? But while medicines given by my therapist failed, a will to survive didn't. Despite everything pushing me downward, there were people, my parents, my sister, my friends, who made me wealthier than Warren Buffett. While my girlfriend played a significant role, all these people's roles could not be discounted. Let me share a mindset that helped me cope with pain. So imagine three concentric circles with three different timelines. One for 1 year, then 3 to 5 years, and then 10 years. When something challenges you, ask yourself, will this matter in 10 years? If it does, please grieve for it. If it matters for 3 to 5 years, probably give it for a week or a month for it to digest. But if it matters only for 1 year, trust me, it will pass. For example, most of my setbacks related to health or rejections, I put them in the 1 year circle. That makes them feel smaller and insignificant. But in the second circle, I place a toxic workplace or my dream company or my job opportunities that I had lost. Impactful, yes, but not permanent. But some losses that I talked about never shrunk. My mother's battle with cancer, the 4 years I gave to UPSC, and losing the girl I loved. For those, survival wasn't about finding hope, it was simply about finding a way to keep going. Along with this, it's okay to admit that you are breaking. Write down your feelings, reach out to people. And if you feel that you do not have anyone, please reach out to me anytime on any platform. I know what it feels like to be alone, and I wouldn't want anyone to feel that way. I'm still trying to stand tall after whatever has happened. I carry the memories of those I have lost and hope to capture them in a book I write someday. And yet, here I am today. Not because I had some profound realization or a grand answer that made everything feel better. But I made a simple, stubborn choice to survive, to keep moving forward even when I wanted to stop. Survival isn't glamorous. It is not filled with hope or certainty. It's messy, it's painful, and something I feel it's something by getting to wake up every day and putting your one foot in front of the other. I don't know yet if survival is worth it, but still I'm here. I carry the last remains of my girlfriend, the resilience that my mother showed during her battle with cancer, and a spirit of a civil servant. Maybe surviving isn't about finding a meaning. Maybe it's just about holding on and keeping that poker face and seeing where it leads. Because if we never try, we'll never know. And as Zakir Khan said, बड़े लोगों के साथ होता है यार ऐसा. And हमेशा से हमें ऐसे अंडरडॉग वाली लाइफ स्टोरी ही तो चाहिए थी. Thank you so much.
I have to admit it, when we first heard Prakhar's story, our complete team had shivers. It takes a brave heart to discuss about his story openly, and we truly thank Prakhar for doing this. Thank you so much for sharing your resilience and inspiring us, Prakhar. Turning our attention to someone who has dedicated her life to cancer patients. Cancer, word that strikes deepest and darkest fears in the hearts of millions. But in this darkness, there are beacons of hope. Individuals who illuminate path, and our next speaker is one such luminary. Over 3 decades, she has been taking care and advocating cancer patients. She is currently serving as the region head, India and Southeast Asia at the Max Foundation. Alongside, over 22 years, she has developed a support group called Friends of Max, which currently has 18,000 plus members across India. She currently also serves as a trustee of the Being Human Salman Khan Foundation. From the bustling streets of Mumbai to the remotest corner of India, her influence is profound. Please join me in welcoming the beacon of hope, Ms. Viji Venkatesh.